while preparing for CAT, actually, I was working with Taj Hotels.
Okay.
And yes, so back in 2020, I thought of preparing for CAT, and during that time there was lockdown, so we were working from home.
Okay.
However, as a hotelier, working from home was more of a task,
Yeah.
as the work and number of hotels that you had to deal with had increased.
Yes.
So those were the problems that I
Yeah.
faced, the tasks that I had to do. Then there were pay cuts also that
Yeah.
were there. Then there was insecurity of losing the job.
Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new episode of GIBS. Today we have Jennifer with us. She is from IIM Jammu and we are going to discuss about her strategy and challenges that she faced while preparing for CAT. And we are also going to discuss about what are the strategies that she applied and got this result. So I welcome Jennifer to this episode of GIBS. Please, tell us about your educational background and your family background as well.
Sure. Hi everyone. Hi Anand. Thank you for having me here first of all.
You're welcome.
Coming to my educational and family background, as I said, my name is Jennifer. I was born and brought up in Delhi. I've completed my schooling from Delhi, and then soon after I got a lucrative opportunity to pursue a 3-year training program in operations with ITC Hotels, which was sponsored by ITC Hotels, and I was paid a stipend of 8,000 per month. So I found it better than continuing with a regular college. And this was in affiliation with Delhi Institute of Hotel Management and IGNOU. So this is how I have completed my graduation. And in my 10th standard, I have secured a CGPA of 8.2.
Yes.
And in my 12th standard, I had PCB biology,
Yeah.
and I had 80 percentile. I had 80 percentage. In my graduation, I had somewhere around 75 percentage. However, as I said, that I have done an on-job training of 3 years with ITC Hotels,
Yeah.
and wherein I had to work from Monday to Friday with different departments to understand the working of hotels. So I had scored well in their assessment, and therefore you can say I have secured a PPO there.
Okay.
So after which I have worked there for 2 years. And coming to my family background, I come from a three generations of female. So my family has my grandmother, and my family had my grandmother and my mother and my younger sister. So we all live in Delhi. That's all. My mother is single mother. So that is all.
Actually, I'm going to ask about, you have a, secure job with ITC and it's a big company actually. And after working, why did you choose to do MBA when you are already in a good company like ITC? And
Yes.
what was your motivation behind it?
So first of all, I have started working with ITC straight out of school.
Yeah.
So it was my college actually, and after that, after working there for like 3 years as a trainee and then working as an employee for 2 years, I realized that for better growth, I should further move. And then later on, I have moved with sales and marketing role with Taj as well. Wherein, so I wanted to enhance, I wanted to learn new things, and sales and marketing is what entices me. So I wanted to grab that opportunity also. And in hotels, there are different aspects in different departments, where you want to go. So I thought that I will be able to grow further if I get into sales and marketing. So I have joined Taj, and then for better growth opportunity, for acceleration in career, I chose to do MBA.
Yeah, actually, I mean, many of us, everyone who ever think of, joining IIMs or doing MBA, the sole reason behind it is like career growth, because you can easily skip that 5 to 10 years of your, work ex with your graduation degree with just 2 years of your masters. So that's
Yes.
good. And you have prepared while working for ITC. So tell us about, when did you started your preparation and how much time did you take, for preparation?
Actually, everybody who is preparing for an entrance exam has their own story. So as you asked me, why did I went for MBA? And so I would like to say that, first of all, as I have never done a proper college, so I lacked that experience and I wanted that experience also. So that is why I wanted to get into higher education, so that I can also experience a college. And then, as I mentioned, I have worked with Taj as a catering sales executive, wherein I have handled accounts of IIMs like IIM Rohtak, IIM Ahmedabad, Indore, for admissions,
Yeah.
for personal interviews.
Yeah.
And back talking about in 2019 and 2020, while I was working with them, I have interacted with several faculties. They have interacted with me, and then they have suggested for me to do an MBA. They have listened about my profile. So this was the beginning of my journey. That okay, I got to know that okay, somebody like me coming from a niche background can also get into an IIM and get an MBA. So specifically talking about someone from IIM Kozhikode had first of all suggested me that I should go for an MBA probably, and then in 2020 then a lockdown happened, and
Yeah.
I felt that the industry that I am in is also has is also unstable.
Yeah.
Hence, I also would need to secure my position with higher education if I want better growth in future. And then of course there is knowledge part. You get a lot of knowledge when you do an MBA. It is a rigorous process. You learn from a vast syllabus at a short time,
Yes.
and then there is soft skills also that you get to learn. You get organizational skills.
Yeah.
So these were the reasons that I wanted
Okay.
to put MBA.
Okay. I mean, you have worked for ITC for, if we say it like, including your internship of 3 years, so you have worked for ITC for 5 years,
Yes.
and from ITC you get your degree of in hospitality management. As
Yes.
so, after that, then you decided, you needed that master's degree to grow into that field. So tell us about, because in hospitality industry, what happens that you are there and you have, it's a service based industry. So whenever there is a requirement, you got to be there on the spot. Only then you are contributing. It's not like a product based company that if there is a requirement, you can go and put the product after it, and still the the job will be fulfilled. But that's not the case in service industry. If there is a requirement, you have to be there and fulfill that requirement. So with the service industry, I think it will be hard, and there is a lot of challenges if somebody working for ITC, a big hotel giant actually, working for ITC and preparing for CAT. So what was the challenge that you faced while preparing for CAT? That is my question. And yes, first give me the answer for this question. What was the challenge that you faced for while working for CAT? Preparing for CAT.
So while preparing for CAT, actually, I was working with Taj Hotels.
Okay.
And yes, so back in 2020, I thought of preparing for CAT, and during that time there was lockdown, so we were working from home. However, as a hotelier, working from home was more of a task, as the work and the number of hotels that you had to deal with had increased.
Yes. Yes.
So those were the problems that I faced, the tasks that I had to do. Then there were pay cuts also that were there. Then there was insecurity of losing the job. Then again, those were the things. So in 2020, I got accustomed with the syllabus of CAT. What are the sections? How much percentile one needs? What are the questions? Number of questions that are there? And I learned that a lot of engineers usually do that. And then there came a non-engineer background, a person from non-engineer background, somebody like me who has a niche background in a non-engineering domain. How can I get into an IIM? And I was actually focusing on an IIM since the beginning because I had this conversation with several people, and a lot of my friends were also from IIM. So what I did is we are conversing. I also watched a YouTube video, and I came through someone who had the same profile as me, studying at IIM Kozhikode. So an alumni connection is very good.
Yes.
To get to know that somebody is already achieving what you want to achieve.
Yes.
So that creates a ray of hope. Like, okay, it is an achievable task.
Yes. Yes.
Another
Actually,
thing,
yeah.
yes, another thing. Then I connected with a lot of alumni through LinkedIn. Then I had friends also. Then, as I said, that I have worked with IIM faculties while admissions. So I connected with them also. Like, what should I do? Still, I was a lot of rust. I had a lot of rustic because I had done maths like 10 years ago during my 10th, as I had a PCB background.
Yes.
So those were my insecurities. How will I do mathematics now and everything? But I started with small bits
Yes.
and went ahead.
Actually, that's the way. I mean, whenever you're preparing and for CAT, very unpredictable exam, and uh, you are on a job which is drastically hit by COVID-19. The service industry is the major, and in the service industry, hospitality industry was like the major hit got from the COVID-19. And at that point of time, working for a big hotel like Taj, and you have seen the salary cut down, and after that, uh, there is a fear of losing the job. And whenever this kind of fear is there, your body somehow feels weak, I must say, because people don't care about these things, that bad news is nothing, you should just get rid of it. But it doesn't work like that. I'm telling you that if somebody is getting the bad news every day, even if these news are not affecting that guy, it is affecting him physically. And whatever the mentally the news is doing is like you cannot even see it, but the fear is the biggest hurdle that anyone had to overcome this part. And
And work for an examination which needs a lot of mental strength.
yes,
Or mental strength is very important.
yes,
So to
and
tackle
coming,
that, started to meditate,
yes,
think positive, keeping a mindset that yes, you are going to do something is very important. And to train your mind like that. Because even if someday that I did not feel like, okay, I do not want to study, I used to do some easy sums for
yeah,
say 30 minutes, very easy sums, so that my mind knows that okay, I did something today, and it will
yes,
not nag me like okay, today you did not do and it has broken the streak.
yeah.
So
And another
yeah.
another fear is that being a sole person who had the that thing like is the breadwinner of the house. Nobody cares about those pressure, but it's a big pressure being in that position that
Yes,
everybody is depending upon you, and you have n number of problems, but you cannot discuss it with anyone in the family because you know that if I'm going to discuss, then this guy is going to be affected, so why to disturb other guy? So that's a
yes.
big amount of pressure, and with that big of a challenge, you are in IIM Jammu. Heads up to you, and congratulations once again for joining IIM Jammu.
Thank you so much.
Let's move away from the challenge part, and it is about now that you prepared with the job. Tell us about if somebody in this point of time trying to uh, trying to prepare for CAT, and what should be the better option for him? Is it better to leave the job or prepare with the job?
Honestly, I would say that that depends on your kind of work. If there are people who have lesser number of hours that they have to work for, then certainly you can continue with your job. This will also give you a financial security, and also will help your mind that okay, you have a job secured, and you will be less stressed.
Yeah,
That okay, you
yes,
have a job, now you're working for a better growth. If somebody leaves their job, then they get more pressure that
yeah,
okay, now that I have left my job, I have to do this also, and with that pressure sometimes it works positively,
yeah,
however sometimes it does not. And with a lot of pressure, that cat is also coming up, then during that time you cannot indulge in all these factors, plus the family is also there who are always there to come and say that okay, now that you have left the job, why aren't you studying, why aren't you studying? And a lot of people do not understand the aspect that along with studies, you should not be studying for straight 12 hours. You
yes,
should be taking rest, train your mind, give it time to observe the knowledge. So
yeah,
I suggest, a friend had suggested me who had cracked IIM Vishakhapatnam a year ago, that download an app which is a timer.
yeah,
Set a timer for 60 minutes, study for 50 minutes, take 10-minute rest, restart again,
yeah. That's it.
and do it for 8 hours a day. At least on weekends you can do that.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. And I would also like to point out one thing that you said that one of your alum having the same background as you got the result. I mean, that's a big hope for somebody being in that position and seeing that okay, somebody have already done it. So I don't have to worry about so much. Just focus on myself, and I will get there.
Right.
I would like to share one of my story over here that in first semester of my BTech, I got 6.66 percentage.
Hmm.
And with that percentage, if you want to get a good job in college, you have to have 8% minimum.
Hmm.
So at that point of time, I was like, now it's very hard. Everybody is saying that no, it's not possible now. With the 6.66, you can never make it to 8. You will be like 7.8, or that's the maximum. And one of my seniors told me that yes, I also had 6.5 CGPA in my first semester, and now I have 8.3 CGPA right now. And he was in the seventh semester. I was like, yes, that's what I needed. I took a help from him. I asked him that how you did it, and he told me that now you should focus on getting as many marks as you can, and do a proper, create a roadmap for yourself. That what do you need, how you get there. And I started focusing on 9 CGPA. I had a dream of achieving 9 CGPA. After that, I will stop studying everything. I will stop it. But first, I have to get this 9 CGPA, and I started working on it. And you are not going to get an instant result. I mean, in
Yes.
the next semester, I got some 7.34 something like CGPA. Then 8.88 was there. That was drastic increase. And after that, in fourth semester, I got exact 9 CGPA. And after that, I didn't have to even do anything. my mind, my brain, my body, everything was very much accustomed to the process, that I knew how much I have to study, how much I have to focus. Everything was done, and I graduated with 8.27 CGPA. So that's
Congratulations.
thanks. I mean, that helped me a lot. I mean, the guy with the 6.6 CGPA now is in the top 10 in the class based on the CGPA. That's helped me a lot. And this entire journey was possible because of somebody was there who have already done this part. So if you have this ray of hope, you can see that if somebody even lied to you that I have this, and you can do this, and if you didn't know that it's a lie, you can believe it and you will do it. I mean, sorry, I distracted from the entire point of view.
Yes.
So
So
let's
I would like to add to that point that so this person, I even connected with him over LinkedIn. Even you can do that, connect with them over LinkedIn. And I asked him, even after he has informed every detail of what all things, sources that he has used, I
yeah.
have asked him several questions like how something different that he has done. And so he even told me that yes, this is an achievable task. And
Yeah.
another thing is, out of external motivation, also one should motivate, keep on being consistent on what you want to do.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I gave 2020 cat. It did not happen for me. I gave 2021 cat. It did not happen with me. And then finally I gave 2022 cat. And I was not disheartened by it. I had like told myself like one more time. And the only change that I had done is practicing mock test.
Yes, actually, that's a very crucial part of it. I mean, people don't use LinkedIn so much, but it is the best platform to connect with anyone. I mean,
Yes.
look at us. We are talking right now. It's 12 o'clock in the midnight, and trying to figure out that how to crack that. I mean, if you can do that, find out somebody and get help. Don't hesitate to take help. Get help, and only by doing that you're gonna succeed in this process actually.
And people
And
are
that,
there to help.
yes, I mean, if somebody has messaged me on the LinkedIn that sir, I have this problem, if I know the solution, I will definitely reply.
Yes.
Even if I don't know, I will give them proper source that talk to this guy, talk to that guy, and tell me if your problem is solved or not. That's how the people use people behave on LinkedIn actually. That's a good point you have talked about actually. And let's come to the part of study materials, because when you decided you have to now do CAT, and you go on website and you search for CAT, and then you get a number of study materials from different coaching. Some are even free, open source, you can download it. And how you are gonna choose a single material, or there is different type of coaching also. So which coaching should a candidate choose, or what material should a candidate choose? What do you think?
Okay. So for cat, specifically talking about, do the previous year questions.
Yeah.
For all the sections, just do the previous year questions. And somehow what happened to me during my cat exam is that I did not practice. I was preparing for GMAT also and cat also. So I gave my GMAT in October and secured some score, and I applied for IIM Shillong. And then I have little bit I have prepared for cat also, but I did not practice mock.
Yes.
So in 1 month from October till 27th of November, when CAT happened in 2022, I have practiced just the previous year CAT questions
Yes.
for VARC, quant, and DILR also. And in GMAT, the VARC and the quant part was almost same. Just the quant is a bit difficult in CAT. But yes, but for DILR, I was very skeptic, and then I have prepared through the previous year questions. And luckily, during my exam, I've scored the highest in DILR because they follow the same pattern. I have observed. And during my exam, I looked at this set that I was aiming for only 2 sets. I did not aim. You should not over aim. That okay, you will achieve everything in one go. Just know that you require this much of marks to get into this.
Yeah.
And even if you have some time, like some people are really good, if you have some time, then relax in those 40 minutes also and prepare yourself for the next session. So during my time when DILR came, and I was good in VARC, but VARC mein what has happened is that outside there was a lot of noise and you have to read a lot of passage. So I could not focus on reading those passage and I lost a lot of time. Then came DILR and there were 4 sets. I was reading this set, and the set that I have done is the set that I have left before because it was a lot of colorful bar charts and all that. But later on, when I read the other set, I thought, okay, let's give this one a chance, and I will come to the other one. And it happened to be the easiest set. And the same concept I had done in like 2 or 3 year previous year question, just the age concept.
Yeah. I mean, so on the material part, did you take any help of coaching, or you prepared it by yourself?
Okay, so for my GMAT, I have taken help from Visaco. If you must have heard, there is 2 IIM also. So
Okay.
Visaco is the sister chain of 2IIM, which prepares you for GMAT.
Okay.
However, I then have watched a lot of video. As I said, that there is, as I suggested, that do previous year questions. Come to YouTube and search those questions. You just have to copy paste those questions, and you will get the solved answers of those. Even if you're not able to solve those questions, then see how people are approaching those concepts. So I use 2IIM and Kraku,
Try
and
to.
they have series Kraku. Yes.
Okay.
So they have series of these questions like 2021 question paper DILR set, 2019 Pura DILR set, and uh, for DILR I've just watched those videos. I've not even practiced. I've just watched those videos.
Okay. So Kraiku is
Online.
yeah. So Kraiku is like paid coaching, or it's open source.
So on YouTube everything is free.
Yeah.
You just need to know, like you just need to find out. Everything is freely available during this time of internet and everything. But you just need to be like have this mindset that okay, you will search and you will get everything. Even for a paid coaching center, they will give you some mocks and everything to be prepared for. Why not save your thousands and then just
Yeah.
search, look at the previous. Even you don't need to buy them. If you want to practice mock, I would suggest do previous years and then look at those questions. If you're not able to solve this question, just copy paste on YouTube and or watch the series of Kraku and 2IIM. They have solved entire questions. So you will get the solutions and the process how they are thinking about the question.
So, uh, so what whenever I talk with the candidate from IIMs, they always talk about taking a mock from different coaching centers. So, did you take mock from some coaching center like Teams Times or IMS, something like that? So, did you practice their mocks, or you just use your previous question paper?
Yes. So as I said that I was preparing for GMAT also because
GMAT, yes.
I had substantial experience, so I did not wanted to waste my chances.
Yeah.
So I was preparing for GMAT also. So I gave GMAT in October. So I only had like 1 month left. So and I was working also. So with that mindset, I had limited time. So what I did is I took previous year questions. There are packages that these coaching companies releases that
Yeah.
only for mock series. So you can buy those. Times I found it a little expensive for my budget.
Yeah.
So I have gone through 2 IIM's mock tests, and they were offering 10 or 20 previous year mock and then their own mock also. I have just prepared the previous year mocks.
Yes.
I've just done that because I had limited number of days, and then I had to analyze also, and I knew my capacity also. Some people can probably do 2-3 mocks a day and then analyze it, but I had to analyze it properly in days. So just 2 IIM mock.
And 2 IIM mock and Kraiku with the previous year question
Yes.
paper. You are now in IIM Jammu, and
Yes.
yeah, that works best for you. And you get credit for 3 times.
Yes.
Right?
So earlier,
I see.
yes, a lot of people are not that serious about CAT.
Yeah.
They enroll like people who register are 2 lakh 5. I think 2.5 lakh people who register for CAT, but not everyone is serious.
Yeah.
So your competition is only from the serious slot.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
still, the serious slot is also a lot. If you want to get
Yeah.
into IIM, I think only 0.2% or something get into an IIM also.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, you have to work on your strength.
Yeah, actually, on that part, I also did, prepared for JEE Mains. I take 3 exams of JEE Mains to get into NIT Jalandhar. And let me tell you the story of preparing for second time. The first time I did it when I was in class 12, not so much serious about it, take question paper from here and there and prepare for it. But the next time I took coaching self, like 11 coaching was there. I prepared it, I secured a mark, I cleared cut off, but rank was not that good to get into any NIT. So for that I had to again prepare for it. And when you prepare again and with the same question paper, with the same teacher, with the same subjects, you are in tremendous amount of pressure that this time is going to be different than the last time. So that was a major challenge for me, and the pressure was also there because you are preparing for the second time. Uh, Too much money you have expend on this,
Right.
and if you are not, you haven't cleared it, so it is money waste. And if you have cleared it, it is like money invest. So waste and invest. That was the game, but somehow I cleared with a good rank and got into NIT Jalandhar, a chemical engineering department. And at the end of the day, three times JMENS was worth it after getting into NIT Jalandhar.
That
That's
is the journey within, actually. Nobody can understand your journey, neither your parents, nobody, how you have convinced yourself in going again and again doing the same question. And
yes.
but then later on, once you have achieved it, you feel okay. You feel strengthened also. Okay, I have this sort of mindset.
Yeah. I can go through this. If I can go through this, I can go through anything. This kind of dedication is required there. So after securing good marks in CAT examination, the best part comes here that whether you get into an IIM or not, it solely depends on your interview.
Yes.
So now it's very much crucial to prepare for interview, and after preparation to deliver a good interview. So tell us about how did you prepare for your interview, and how IIM Jammu interview was different than other interviews.
Okay. So I got a cap call.
Okay.
So it was one interview for all the IIMs, baby IIMs, and new IIMs.
Yeah.
So I got a cap call where I gave the interviews, and then I had other IIM Shillong and other interviews also. And a lot of them have asked me, like IIM Shillong has asked me for what strategy would you implement further? What will you do? However, I have not done an MBA before. The strategies I can implement if I am right now a manager, I cannot give that beforehand.
Yeah.
So those were the things. However, the CAP interview for other IIMs were that what were the strategies that I have used during my experience, my work experience, as I have substantial experience.
Yeah.
And yes, so as I said that you should work on your strength. So I knew that I only have my experience to give, my communication skills, my soft skills. And so these were the things that they have actually asked me. What were the strategies I have implemented during COVID time to bring business to my company, and
Yeah.
how did I tackle the problems? Those were the things, so that they could also gauge what were the leadership qualities, what did I contribute. So these are the things that they like, they get to know that you have actually worked or not.
Yeah.
So you cannot yes, so you cannot fake it. If you have the experience, then only say the things. If you do not have the experience or you do not know some question, instead of faking it, just say that I do not know and I will read further about it.
Yes, actually, that's the best way to go about it, because their experience is more than our age. Some of the professors that were interviewing me, so they know that when you are faking, and if you are faking it, make sure to practice it like 1,000 times, so that you believe in yourself that yes, whatever I'm saying is true. So that is going to help you. And
And is that they know that you're coming here to learn.
yeah,
So they do not expect you to know everything. So it is fine to say that okay, I don't know this thing, because you are anyways going to learn that. You do not know something, that is why you are going for education.
yeah, actually, I mean, coming to any IIMs, you are not here just to on the day one you have started creating strategy for company to rectify their business and modify the entire framework of business. I mean, that you learn in 2 years. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, this kind of question actually they asked to get to know that do you understand the seriousness of this course or not. I mean, if they ask you like if you have to modify the business strategy of Jepto, how will you do it? If this is the question that they ask you in the interview, I mean, who are you to modify the Jepto's entire business model until unless you haven't learned about it? And if you know it, why you are here? So you are here to say that I don't know about it. And if you have some knowledge about it, just say that I can make an educated guess. I don't know whether it is good or bad. And if you want to, I can take a guess on this. So
Yes.
be honest in the interview process. That's very much important. And having an past experience as you have, 3 years of internship, 2 years of your work ex over there, that's a huge help in any interview. You can talk about n number of things from ITC and TAJ, and you can also whenever they ask you cross questions on this topic, you can easily answer those things because you have done those things. So
Yes.
that's a plus point uh, for the work person actually.
Yes.
Yeah. And with that, now you are in IIM Jammu. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And now tell us about your experience of IIM Jammu. And I want to know first 3 months experience before SIP, summer internship process, and after 3 months, remaining 5 months. So divide your experience into these two parts.
Okay. So coming to first 3 months, uh, a lot of things were new. It is a new IIM also. So a lot of things are getting in process, right? So we have seen the classrooms from changing the furniture from the different sort of chairs that they come, and now it is fully furnished. Also now, in comparison to the past batches, we are getting the opportunity to use better infrastructure also,
Yeah.
the boards and the chairs, the semi-circled benches, everything is
Okay.
there. Presentations, we have better electronics and other furnitures,
Yeah,
air
infrastructure is
conditioners.
significantly improved. Yes.
Now it is new, so it is more modern in
Yeah.
comparison to other
Yeah. Other
colleges.
ends. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then earlier we did not. The first 3 months we did not have a library.
Okay.
We only had access to online library, and when we came here, a lot of furniture, like room furniture, was lacking, and then gradually we got all those.
Okay.
So now everyone has everything, and we have settled down, and we still have another campus,
Okay.
which will be, yes, the people who are living there will again be entirely relocated here in
Yeah.
our permanent campus in the next session. So
Okay.
everybody going to live in the same campus. After, so these were the 3 months when we came here. I did not expect ki there would be such long and thorough orientations,
Yeah.
wherein we had to get engaged from 9 to 6. Then there were preparatory classes also, interviews for clubs and committees. Clubs and committees interviews were taken place overnight, because our
Yes.
seniors used to take that interviews and they had classes during days. So even during days we had our preparatory classes. So even days and nights were all engaged,
Yeah.
and a lot of people got from where they have come from. And then the change of food also, the mess food. I was living at home before, then a lot of walking and coming to your room, then going back for another session. All those has happened. However, now I think after the SIP, after the 3 months are over, it is a more settled phase.
Yeah.
Now the classes, we are more used to of it. I think the earlier phase was more of a training,
Yeah.
that uh, and as a manager also, I think later on, when I look at my friends also who are working, and I think they're preparing us for future, because what happens is those people who are working at those jobs, they are either they are doing the morning meetings from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m., and then they do not have any work, and then they start working at suppose 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock, and
Yeah.
probably that is the only work that they will do. But the stretch that they have, you
Yeah.
have to be available at all time,
All
like
right. Yeah.
whenever you are needed, sometimes entire day, sometimes these. So we also have classes like this. If the faculty is available from 7 o'clock, we will be there from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. And then if another faculty is available, it cannot be a continuous stretch at your convenience. As a
Yeah.
manager, you have to manage your time and then attend whatever things that are there
Yeah.
you have to do.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I mean, look at this interview. I mean, we are doing it at this point of time because we have n number of things scheduled in our entire day that we have to find out the time in between this hours.
and the
And
life is fast paced here. Like 2 days ago, we had a fest Empyrean. Like it got over yesterday only. So it took place till 2 o'clock in the night, and then today I am here giving you an interview. So it is a fast-paced life. Every day it is changing.
yeah, I mean, it's not like that. If you have festival, I mean, in the night, so you will get your morning rest and all those things. That's not there, and it's not. It's not even your bachelor degree. It's not your hostel. The old thing. It's completely new. It's high pace. Everyone is on their feet, on their toes, actually, running here and there. Whenever you don't even know. Whenever you can summon to your HODs or your dean, whoever can call you, whoever can schedule a meeting, and you have to be there.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether it is Sunday, Saturday, or whatever the day is, because it's a residential program. So you are here 24/7. It means 24/7. There is no excuse that I have to go there and be here. It's not possible actually. And
And
yeah,
what trains us is that someday when we become managers and we have to summon someone that okay, be here at this time, then we also know how it feels.
yeah. Yeah, actually, it's a whole experience of entire college, and you get to enjoy a lot. There's a lot of festival going on. You are also part of committee, so you get to know that how entire committee works. What are the challenges that you can face? How can you can deal with the people actually, and
Yes.
if you are scheduling a meeting whether the people are coming on time, if they are coming on time, how to appreciate it, and if they are delaying it every single time, how to manage these people, how to make sure that they are on time every day. These are the activities that we get to learn here, and that's a very beautifully summarized entire experience. And now tell us about what if you have to give a suggestion to somebody who is preparing for CAT or somebody who is preparing for interview. So what would be your tricks or your advice to those guys?
Okay. So somebody who's preparing for CAT, I would suggest at least two previous year, 10 previous year mocks, previous year CAT mocks.
Okay.
There are several set, like I think three set for last year. Then there were two sets for before. So you get to have number of questions, but these are authentic CAT questions only.
Yes.
So you do not get something made up from the coaching centers. Ki, okay, they are trying to copy these question only.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do the exact question that will be there in the CAT exam. And I have noticed my personal experience says that the same concept will come in the, and the syllabus is again till 10 standard. However, they will mix up few concepts, like they
Yeah.
will mix percentage ratios and then other concepts into one thing,
Yeah.
and will give the question, and just focus on basic first. And preparing for CAT previous year mock is the most essential thing that I could tell to anyone. I would very much emphasize on that. Another thing is for the interviews, you should know what you have done. Do not fake it. Keep your introduction very nice, very precise. We all know that for an interview, they will first of all make you introduce yourself.
Yeah.
So do that. How you talk to other person, like if somebody from the college is talking to you, how do you conduct yourself matters a lot. Your body language. I personally have recorded myself. How am I speaking? Because if I am speaking in one go, or first of all, like I'm speaking first time, then probably there could be a lot of jargon, or there could be a lot of static in my voice.
Yeah.
So few things I've practiced so many times that I got accustomed to it. I've learned it.
Yes.
And so at least my introduction was flawless.
Yes.
And then other questions like the challenges that I have faced. If somebody does not have an experience, then they will ask you what were the challenges you faced during college, what have you learned during college. So these are the things. If you have participated in something, what were the leadership qualities? Because as a manager, you are aspiring to be a leader in future.
Yeah.
So in what all experience have you shown a leadership quality? And you cannot just say that I was so and so person. You have to say that I have done this, which has reflected leadership qualities.
Yes. Yes.
So these are the things that are there, and it will be very generic thing, but to say that trust the process and small steps are enough. You have to train your mind that you are doing this thing, and if one day you are not able to probably study for 8 hours, 5 hours, then that is okay. Do not nag yourself that you should have done this and you're not capable of doing that, because our body have our own cycle.
Yeah.
Some days we feel weak, some days we feel okay, strong, and then focus on those. Eating good food is very important. Eating curd will make you feel sleepy. Eat
Yeah.
healthy. If you are eating oily food, or if you are eating a lot of food, then you will feel a lot sleepy.
Yeah.
So meditate and go for a walk. I think it is very important. Do not keep on sitting and studying for the entire day. You can do it for 5 days probably if you are very good at studying also.
Mm.
The sixth day you will feel that okay, my entire life is engaged into this, and you feel demotivated. And then you will feel a lot of static in coming
Yeah.
back, because starting studying is the problem, not continuously studying. Making yourself sit again and again with those things, with the exams sheet or laptop and everything, that is the problem. So as I said, that put a timer of 1 hour, study for 50 minutes, give yourself a reward for 10 minutes, and then again we keep on making excuses. We sit for 6 hours, but then in that 6 hours, how much of quality study are we doing?
Yeah.
We usually go for, okay, let's eat something, let's go for a washroom break, then we go to washroom with our phones, and then it takes a lot of time. So instead of that, and keep the timer on your phone, so that the timer, as soon as you reach for your phone, the timer will say, okay, this much time is left. Then you tell your brain that okay, now 30 minutes is left, then I'll get to use the phone. So all these little things, but train your mind as such. Discipline is very important.
Yes. And adding to that, I would also like to say that whenever you are into an interview, always keep a smile on your face. That will, work like a charm. So that's very important. Always, make a habit of smiling at yourself whenever you are seeing yourself in the mirror, so that you get to know that what type of smile is good, and
Right.
and you don't trick the next person is sitting in front of you with your smile. So you have to also work on that part, because these non-verbal cues are very much important. And after whatever the things that you said, most important thing is, like, if you are sitting for a longer time, definitely you should not do that. And if you are doing meditation during that hour, it's a good thing to do. And that's actually a great advice, that aspirants should do meditation and walking. If you can do these two physical activities, set a timer for it, and make yourself accustomed to this activity, and you can crack it. And with that, I would like to conclude this interview. And thank you, Jen, for joining us on such short notice and sharing your valuable experience with the with our audience. They are going to get a lot of help and motivation from this video. And if you guys have any query, comments, questions, so do leave those into the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to GIBS. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Jai Hind.
Thank you for having me here. Have a good night. Bye.
Night. Bye, Jennifer.